There are 5 primary stages associated with vulnerability analysis. These include detection, identification, analysis, reporting, and mitigation. Let's take a brief look at each of these, starting with the detection phase. The first and possibly the most important phase involves finding out what it is that's on the network. In order to identify vulnerabilities associated with your network, you must first understand what is actually on the network. Some of the items that will be identified during the detection and discovery phase include a listing of live hosts. This includes anything that can respond back to a network request. It could be a server, a medical device, an IP camera, or a desktop machine, and so on. Many vulnerability scanners will also attempt to identify the operating systems that are associated with the live hosts. Network service information can often be used to identify vulnerabilities associated with a system or the service itself. As such, these are also enumerated during the detection phase. Network service information can often be used to identify vulnerabilities associated with a system or the service itself. As such, these are also enumerated during the detection phase. Some vulnerability scanners will attempt to discover the applications that are running on live hosts. This will sometimes require that the scanner has elevated system privileges, such as user accounts or system accounts. Sometimes the device type will also be identified. This is more complicated, but is useful in cases where you need to understand if a system is a virtual machine, a physical server in a rack somewhere, or a piece of networked hardware that is along the lines of the Internet of Things.